The problem was, not everyone knew that about him. And those who did know it, well, they weren't the types of people he wanted anything to do with, who were criminals and law enforcement mostly. Elven stood up from the booth, adjusted his revolver in the holster, and took 3 steps toward the man before BJ spotted him. "Sheriff," BJ said, locking eyes with Elven. He looked around and came back to Elven. "By the look in your face, I'd say you're pissed about something and intend to have words with whoever's responsible. But that ain't me, is it?" He chuckled like he was the one in control. Elven intended to change that. "BJ, I'm going to cut straight to it," Elven said. "Give the money back to those folks you stole it from, and we don't have to do this." BJ never dropped his smile. He was a confident, cocky piece of something, Elven thought. "Elven, I don't know what this stealing business is, but it ain't got anything to do with me." "You and I both know that's a load of horse manure," Elven said. "The Social Security money from the folks in Booker Groves." BJ considered Elven for a moment, running his tongue over the top tooth that curved inward as it overlapped its neighbor. Elven knew exactly what BJ was going to say, and technically he wasn't wrong. BJ didn't commit a crime. There was no theft. Everything he did was on the up and up, so Elven didn't have much room to do anything about it. But it didn't mean he didn't have any room. "Elven, I'm sorry if those fine folks got cold feet or maybe buyer's remorse. But they knew what they signed up for when they got signed up for it. I provide a service. They pay for that service. Now, did I or did I not provide that service? Because I guarantee you that not a single one of them are saying I didn't." Elven felt hot under his collar. Talking to men who knew they were wrong but pretended they were in the right always had a way of doing that to him. The smugness of it all, like they were better than everyone when all they did was take advantage of someone. It ain't a service when what you are doing for them is free elsewhere, providing them no guarantee that they'll get what they're paying for, too. "Sounds like a scam if I ever did hear of one," Elven said through grit teeth. BJ held his hands out together, offering his wrists up. "All right then, Sheriff. If I'm scamming those poor folks out of their hard-earned Social Security checks, then you'd know the law better than I do. Go ahead. Arrest me. Take me in. Book me if that's what you gotta do." Elven didn't move. "Huh. Not gonna arrest me?" BJ asked. "It's 'cause you know you can throw me in a cell, drum up some charges, but when this thing hits the court, it'll be thrown out in a split second, and then they'll wonder why you're wasting the court's time. Won't they? You got nothing on me, 'cause what I'm doing ain't illegal." "It's amoral," Elven said, staring down BJ. His voice was a bit louder than he intended, and the laughter dwindled to a hushed whisper. Eyes weren't on them yet, but he knew it was only a matter of time until they were, if it carried on the way it was. "Well, good thing that the law ain't based on a silly thing like that," BJ said, the corner of his mouth twitching like he was holding back a laugh. He was so far gone that he probably didn't have morals. "I'm gonna ask one more time. Give the money back," Elven said. "I don't think there was a question in that sentence," BJ sighed. "Sheriff, you're good for this county. I don't want to see anything happen to you because you're harassing a contributing member of this community. Now please, let me have my drink in peace. Martin can tell you I pay my bill and tip on every drink he pours." BJ took 2 steps toward the bar, but Elven stepped in front of him to prevent him from passing. "I guess we'll have to do it another way," Elven said. BJ looked Elven up and down, licking his lips. Elven could tell that he was sizing him up, but not in a physical way. He was sizing up how big the settlement check would be when he sued the county if Elven threw the first punch. "Right here in front of all these witnesses, too?" BJ asked. "You might be the sheriff. You might be well liked by some, even with the Hallie name. And you might have all the money in the world to fight it. But you ain't invincible. You're too cocky for your own good."